Hi everyone, Sinan from Car Inspected here, 2012 Volvo XC70. Today, replacing the brake booster. The reason is, this brake booster is for the adaptive cruise control. This one is without. Job is not very easy, but it's not very difficult either. The positions of different components or different screws or nuts is just almost impossible to get to, but if you keep trying, you'll get there. So obviously, the airbox needs to come out. The battery tray needs to come out. As you can see, I have broken bolts, so I need to drill out these bolts to get them replaced. I'm too worried. I don't even want to attempt to get that bolt out, but it was in the plans. Anyway, I moved the brake booster. As you can see, there is a flex hose in it, so I moved it out, set it up to the side. I ever so slightly loosened the connections here and here, just to give me enough play. I have no idea if I'm introducing air. There is a possibility. I do have brake fluid, I do have a pressure bleeder, and I do have Vita. So in case of any softness or mushiness in the brake pedal, I'm just going to be bleeding the brakes, and I'll be using the ABS pump, because bleeding the air out of the hoses from the master cylinder to the ABS is quite a difficult task. It's not easy. So it requires an internal ABS bleeding procedure, which can be done using Vita. I will be doing the wiring between the ABS unit and these connectors. Oops. This one here and this one here, according to the wiring diagram that is specific to this year and model. On the inside, brake pedal needs to come off. There is a plug on it. There are 3 screws. 1, 2, and 3. This one was a little bit difficult to get to. They're 10 millimeter. Oh, actually, they're nuts. Sorry. 1, 2, and 3. You can see one of the bolts there. They're really hard to find. You gotta really get comfortable under in the area. You can see the second one there, and the top there, and the other 2 are actually, I don't think you can see them. You have to disconnect the pin for the brake pedal. What does the pin look like? It looks like this, and it's very difficult to get a visual on it, but yeah, it's right there. You can see, well, basically there is a hole in the pedal. This is the brake pedal. There's a hole in it that I'll use the brake booster to show you. It basically goes through this, and the brake pedal goes right here, or the, yeah, the extension to the brake pedal. So we'll be installing this shortly. Vacuum line, I just twisted it, it came off. I kept the grommet, but I found this one to be just as clean. This is a 2012 as well. I removed it myself from the donor vehicle. Yeah. Well, now it's moving, so I'll follow up maybe in a bit once it's out. So check back in a bit. Okay, and here it is, it's out. It was a fight. It's not simple. It's on this side they look almost identical, but on the other side you can see the part number here, and then part number here. This is 532. Anyway, so we're going to be installing this now. I'm going to be removing. Oh, there is a little spider there. I hope he escapes. There you go. And he did escape. Great. So I'm going to be removing these if I can before the installation, because I don't want to damage them. This one and this one. Because it's not easy to get it in to the correct orientation. This is the brake pedal right here. That piece of metal in the middle. And yeah, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. Oh boy, this is a fight, to say the least. Yeah, I should have just removed this, because it's not easy at all. It's not easy whatsoever. So anyway, it's going in slowly. Now I'm trying to line up the brake pedal. Oh, we're still far for the brake pedal. Maybe you get to see it now. So this is the brake pedal right there. And this right here is the brake booster outlet. And they're supposed to line up in that hole. It's not really clear. I'm gonna try my best. There. Okay. You have to be very, very flexible to do this job, because I'm literally on my back and I'm like this under. It's not an easy job. I'm sweating. It's almost winter here. It's a very, very cold winter in Canada, and I'm sweating. So yeah, there it is. We'll just keep going and we'll assemble back. So the things that I didn't mention earlier is I removed the computer bolts. These are the nuts that hold the engine control module right here to allow space so that I can push this to the side, which really helped. I did bend these. That's the wiper motor mounting bolt. Yeah, and of course I really want to tighten this as soon as possible. I did wipe it. I'm gonna wipe it again, and hope that that the ABS controller did not ingest air, but we'll see. Yeah, so air box, air tray, computer. Of course, the wiper assembly needs to come off. The wipers, they're 15 millimeter. These are the nuts right here. And then for me, I was probably lucky, I guess. I just wiggled it and it came off. See if I have the wiper assembly visible anywhere. I did remove this cover. It's just clips, 1, 2, there's 6 of them. I'm sure you've removed them before for some other job. Here's the assembly, the wiper assembly. So that's how it mounts. The wiper assembly was replaced a couple of years ago with new original Volvo parts. Yep. And we'll continue the work. The assembly is the reverse. Of course, these bolts, these 4 nuts on this side are going to be difficult to put back. The pedal, the gas pedal, is going to be relatively easy. And then the 2 bolts here, or the 2 nuts here, I think they're 13 if I remember correctly. They go there and there, and then we'll assemble put everything back. And this wire is not cut. Well, it is, but it's from the old harness. It's from the donor car's harness. So I'm just keeping them as they are, and then I'll try to sort out according to the wiring diagram which wire goes where. But I do believe that the wires that are coming from both of these controllers, they go into the ABS. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope that this relatively illustrates it for someone. It's not an easy job, but it's doable. If you keep trying, you'll get it done. I would say dedicate a good 5 hours for this if you want to get it done, and if you're mechanically inclined and have done some suspension work, brake work, electrical work on the car, like you have experience with how to replace things and how to wrench. Okay, well, wish me luck for the rest of the process. If you see another episode, that means this has worked out. Thanks for watching.